We are continuing on our way here today. Endless Strawberry Cake Tower trays 71 to 80. We just got through 70. You can check that out here as always. And we'll try and get through as best we can with an all epic team. Now, if you got a question, if you got a comment along the way, let me know because I'd love to hear from you as always. And feel free to join us in our amazing community and Discord server, my friends. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And as we're at it, down below, you can find all of today's timestamps for each of the trays, the boss, and all that fun stuff. So let's get into it here because we got quite a ways to climb as always. So first and foremost, we got level 71. Now, before we get into it a little bit more, we'll give you the 4 T's, the tactics, the treasure, the teams, and the toppings in order to help you succeed. We'll talk about our first team, then we'll iterate off those teams and go from there as we always do. Now, with that, my friends, let's get into it here for these enemies. 1.6 million power. We got a ton of the Gank Goblins here. Additionally, we got the effects, debuff resist, received light type damage up now, and no bonus effects right now. The other big thing for us is the special conditions, and me as a free-to-play player, I really like these because we got Min Cookie levels at 70, Min Cookie skill level is 70, Min Cookie grade is 5-star. Typically, the two big ones for me is the skill level the 70, the 5-star, and then everything else, all my research, unfortunately, is no good here. The topping bonuses are not good as well. However, toppings do matter, and so do the biscuits, particularly the biscuits substats and those things. So want to call those out first and foremost. So here we are, my friends, with the Gank Goblins. Let's go ahead and pull together a team. First and foremost, we will focus on an all epic team. Generally, we're going to try and run maybe 2 defensive cookies. Let's go with one here. Let's go with this one. And we'll stick to the light damage specifically here as well. So let's go ahead and grab the lovely cream puff. Let's grab our friend creme brulee. Where are you, creme brulee? All right. And then let's grab one more light right here with Madeline and give this one a good shot here first and foremost. Now, generally, some of the problems you can run into is just dealing enough damage in time. If it does become a problem, we'll flip things around as we always do. Now, in terms of the treasures, we're going to be focused on attack and cooldown primarily. Here, you can try the Psy if you'd like. You could go with the other Sleepyhead Jelly Watch. You could also try these ones right here, Disciples Magic Scroll. There's the Psy, like I said, and certainly some others. That is what we're going to be on, though, primarily for this one. And then in terms of our toppings and biscuits, as always, generally we recommend Radiant or Resident. You can check out all of our guides here on the channel. We have a playlist and the details, all that stuff as well. That can certainly help. Now, in this case, as well, for all of our biscuits, typically we're going to be at least legendary, hopefully maxed. Those are the first things you can do. And then in terms of the effects, you're going to want to try to get 3 or 4. This one's only got 1, but that does make a huge difference for you here, particularly in the cake towers. So quickly here, we're on solid almond. Here we're on solid almond as well. Here we're on attack. Here we're on attack, and here we're on crit. So that is the plan, and that is the name of today's game for 71. Let's see how this goes. And like I always say, if we don't get done the first one or run, we'll kind of do some iterations here. If we need to pull in some non-epic cookies, we will also do that. So far, we're doing okay. One of the challenges, though, is if we do hit 4 of these, we're going to be close on some of the damage challenges or being able to get through fast enough, as we always say. That can run into a problem. There we go. This one's beaten down a little bit faster. There we are. 2 more, so 1 here and then 1 more. We got less than a minute. It's going to be a tight one. Big heals. All right, last wave here probably. There you go. Ooh, the big old Gank Goblin right there. Uh-oh. Financier's hanging in there. There we go. 10 seconds. Ooh, just right about there. So that's tray 71 for us. Looking nice. We're moving on up to tray 72, my friends. Let's go. Any more of these? Come on. No, I think we're hosed. We're going to be on the same cake pieces all the way through. All right. So equip 2 treasures times 2 of a level 12 or higher to unlock 20% attack. So I need to get one other one. So let's do this. To make that happen, I'm going to go to crit actually right here because I do have 12. So that's super helpful for us. We'll go with that. We'll take that 20% and we're going to run with it here. Now, the good news is we got 3 of these things also. We got to be careful of the spore dispersals. So those are going to be key. Generally, what we found in the past is we time these at least once with each wave. So we'll do that once we get everything in here. Yeah, one big hit. Quickly bringing that down. Hopefully enough. There we go. Into the next. Ooh, only 2 waves. So real good here. Let's drop these real quick. Right back to back and on to the very last one. Nice. That was a quick feels good for us there for 72. Time to move up to 73, my friends. There we go. We'll stick with the crit for now just because. Here again, received light type damage up. Let's do it. Here we go. Uh-oh. That was a big hit on financier. Good news is we can heal. Oh, we lost financier. Uh-oh. 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 Not good enough there for us today, my friends. Not good. All right, so let's back out. We're going to make a little bit more powerful of a team here. This one hurts, definitely. Let's go ahead and we're going to change up this right here. Let's go with attack. There we go. Let's go over here. Let's grab this. There we are. We can stick with this for now, see how this goes. In terms of our toppings and biscuits here, we're on crit. We did that one. Here we're on attack. Here we're on attack. Here we're on cooldown. All right. Back to it for 73, my friends. This one should hurt a little bit more. We got more AoE. We got more damage defense here up front. A little bit more effects to slow down our opponents. There we go. Ripping right on through. We might still be very close on this timing though. It always makes me a little nervous. Uh-oh. There we go. 2 waves left? It looks like it. Gotta get through these K counts pretty quick. There we are. And big hit. Done. Ooh, 30 seconds-ish left. Can we get by here fast enough, my friends? We're going to find out in less than 30 seconds. Oh, it's getting close. We are good. Onwards to 74. Not bad, not bad. Let's see what we got here. 74 entails. These, ooh, Golden City Jackal, Marzipans. We're going to stick with this because I know these guards can already be pretty tough. So let's go ahead. We'll stay on this team for now. See, because these things hurt. They do hurt. Hopefully it's only 2 waves. I like the 2 wave ones. Alright, 1, 2. Good for us. There we go. Now, you might be able to get through this one with an epic team because there's only 2 of the Marzipans. A lot of times when there's 4, it's a lot harder, my friends. There we go. Alright.
Ours is the side of the righteous.
Nice. Alright, that is 75 now for us here. Once we get by this, we are over halfway. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, a big team and the nightmare-ridden librarian right at the end. Do we want to try and run this with this one? Let's do it. We'll see how it goes. If not, we'll flip back. It's pretty hard. We're still okay for now. These things in the back always deal so much damage. There we go. Good heals. There we are. Let's get a nice big heal in. There's a good one. Keep that damage in there, Madeline. There we go. All right. That's what we're talking about, my friends. Nice big hits. Keep pushing them back, Madeline. Oh, Financier, stay alive. There we go. Nice. 30 seconds left. Is it going to be enough to get this Nightmare Librarian down? We'll find out. 20. Uh-oh. It's going to be so close, my friends. It is going to be a nail biter. 4, 3. Oh, we have done it. 75. Check. All right. On to 76. That was very close, by the way. All right, here we go. 76. Place one or more support cookies. Take advantage of a lot more attack. We're going to go with it. We'll stay with our team for now. 76. Ooh, lots of damage coming in up front. Ooh, the pillows hurt. They hurt. They hurt. Oof. All right. 76. If at first you can't succeed, try again, and bring out the better team right here. All right, we'll do this one again. We'll see if this gets us there. All right, here we go. Big hits. Lots of damage, my friends. A lot better survivability here, as you can see as well. And that is a check. 76. What do we got left? Just 2 pillows? I think we got more than that. Here we go. Here the rest come. Here we are. Getting that damage in. And it left. I think we're going to be just fine here. As long as everything doesn't fall asleep for the rest of the run, we're good. And there we have it. 76 is now ours. All right, on to 77. Getting so close to the boss here, my friends. No bonus effects. Ooh, lots of waffle bots. Ooh, look at all this stuff. All right. No effects, 1.8. Should we try it with our light team? Let's do it. If we fail again, I'll just finish the rest out with the other team. However, it's nice to see if we can do it with all epic teams, because that's what I enjoy trying to see. Plus, as a free-to-play player, and for newer players, or even veterans, it's nice to see if we can do it. A little bit more of a challenge. 77, here we go. We have 4, we're going to run into problems. Uh-oh, we lost Madeline. That might be an issue for us. And it left. The good news is you only need 1 to live. And by 1, I mean 1 cookie. Uh-oh, Financier, we need you alive. There's a nice big heal. Last one with 30 seconds left. Can we beat these big old waffle bots here? Getting there, getting there. Come on, creme brulee. Rip through it. Yes, we have done it. We have done it. Tray 77. Yes, my friends. On to 78. Let's go for it. Still at 84. We can try it. We'll try our team here today. As always, we got swag and merch available. It's a nice way to support the channel. Also memberships. Thank you for that. As always, team. All right, here we go. Looks like we're doing okay. We got some injury stacks here. Could be a problem. Maybe 2. Nope, it's more than that. It's going to be close. We might not be able to get enough damage in fast enough here. In that case, you only need one to run 1 defense cookie, another attacker. Or pull this and make the speed-like team. Which would be Queen Amin. there instead. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, 18 seconds left. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat this one fast enough here. 10 seconds. We need Creme Brulee to really lay on that damage, and it was not enough. All right, we're flipping over to our other team, bringing out the bigger hitters here. Let's do it right there. Boom. Let's lay it on. 78. Come on. Oh, I love that. Stormbringer just hits so hard. Now, these things are frost immune and frozen immune, so you could put a different cookie in there instead, maybe like Black Pearl instead of Frost Queen. It still is a lot of damage. It's going to be tight, though. It's going to be tight. Let's see. We need to get through these a little bit quicker. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, it is going to be close. Very, very close here. We're not even at the last one. This one went slower than my other team. Look at that. Slower than my other team, believe it or not. Oh, no. It's that frost that doesn't help too much here. Alright. We're gonna rework this team real quick, and here's what we're gonna do to make it happen. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go, what do we have, 3? Let's do this one instead. We're gonna edit that. We're gonna grab. Here we go. Here we go. And creme brulee. Oops, I went too far. There we go. Creme brulee. Right there. Alright, this is what we're going to do instead. Let's give this one a shot. Need that creme brulee damage in there, my friends. Now, in this situation, we're doing just fine. Golden cheese taking some good damage. This time we got through it a little bit faster. Just need to make sure that creme brulee stays alive. That's going to be key here. There we go. All right, tracking at the 30 seconds for 4, so that's good. These things might be a little bit of a problem. There we go. We got it in. We're okay. We've reset. 40 seconds. Here we are. Should be able to get this, but it's going to be tight. Need that creme brulee fast damage. Oh, we got it. 10 seconds left. Little iterations always make a big difference, my friends. From 78 now on to 79, and then, my friends, it will be the boss. All right, check this out. Equip biscuits ×2 of rare, rarity, and level 20 or higher, minus 20% cooldown. Look at that. Look at that. Let's go back to our all epic team. Give this one a shot first. If not, we'll change up between the other ones as we have. Here we go. Here we go. Fast cooldowns is certainly nice. Yeah, is this going to be quick enough, though, is the question. Alright, for now, we're through on the timer. We're right on the timing. Big heal. Green pop. There we go. We're still on it. Here we go. One more wave after this. We're still doing okay. I think we're going to get through. On to the last one here. As long as we can rip that damage fast. There we go, Madeline. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We have done it. Tray 79. Unlocking 80. We got a big old boss here at 80. However, before we get into it, just quickly, we've done a nice job of getting through a lot of these with epic cookies, which is great. We pivoted on a couple things to make it happen, and we worked our way through. Now it is time to pick up these amazing rewards here and take on this boss right here, Shadow Milk Cookie, Animatronic of Deceit. Now we're gonna break it all down for you with a little bit of a different team, because I think that's what we're gonna need to take this boss down. Tray 80. So let's get into it here. Couple things. This one I spent a significant amount of time on. I'll talk through it, I'll break it down, I'll give you everything that you need to know on how I worked my way through and overcame the Animatronic of Deceit. I did also spend some of my precious crystals here in order to be able to do it. Now, most of that, pretty much everything of it, was more to invest, and invested into my biscuits, making a couple key changes in my biscuits in order to make it happen, primarily by adding more of my substats and really honing in on key substats in order to get by, and we'll talk through that a little bit more here in a little bit. However, let's work our way through the tactics as always first. So first and foremost, level 80 boss here is the Animatronic of Deceit. This thing is a pain, and it is an absolute pain. Now, a couple things about that here. It has two phases. First, once you get through the first phase, there is a second phase. The good thing is the second phase is a little bit more expedited. We'll talk about some of the timing stuff here as we get into it, because it is very important. And there's some very key things that you need in order to happen, at least for me as a free-to-play player. I think it couldn't be easier with certainly more promoted cookies, ascension cookies, all that stuff. However, this will give you all the details. Now, a couple things about this boss here. We do have paper puppets, becomes vulnerable to fire, has paper dagger throw, deals damage to the nearest target. It also has puppet show rehearsal, deals damage to the two furthest targets cookies first, dragging enemies along and reducing their move speed. So don't forget about that. The reason why I bring this up is it starts to hit a lot of your back targets, which can be a problem, which is usually your healers or your support. So keep that in mind. We also have summon paper soldiers there. Summons paper soldiers happens fairly often, fairly quick, so keep that in mind. Strings of Destruction deals damage to all targets and applies Vampiric Bite. We also have the ability to get access to a buff here. Buffs will be applied when our team meets those requirements. So here, if you have 2 cookies of 2A or higher, so that's 2 Ascension cookies, you get 20% fire attack. Absolutely, yes, this is a big thing if you can make it work. A couple of key cookies a lot of people like to use, so I hear Tart to Tan. One that I found that works really nice is Street Urchin. I'm just going to throw that out there for you, because a lot of times this one does a ton more damage actually. So just throwing that out there for you in case you want to do it. Or you can be like me, not use any fire, and we're going to show you that here in a second. Now, a couple things that we also have and can take advantage of. Guardian Strike summons Elder Fairy Sword that deals critical damage to nearby enemies. Sword deals reduced damage to bosses and can dispel the target's ongoing effects for a certain period of time. So again, very important to keep in mind. We also have special conditions here. In this battle, cookies will have certain stats adjusted. Min cookie level is 70, min cookie skill level is 70, min cookie grade is 5 stars. So again, all my stuff is 5 star. However, again, we got to take advantage. We can take advantage of those 2A. I don't have that in this particular one behind us. We'll continue to talk about these things. Bond, sugar gnomes, laboratory cost effects, all that stuff, bonus topping effects, don't matter. I'm very sad, particularly in all the time they spend my research. You can check that video out here on the channel, how long it takes. Excuse me. Now, a couple of things here. I'm crying and laughing out of joy. Not really, just kidding. So what does that mean? That means biscuits really matter. That's why, going back to what I said, I had to make those changes, make those adjustments in order to get by this, and I've spent a ton of time here in order to do it. I know many of you have asked, thank you for being so patient on how to beat this. We're going to talk now exactly on how I did it. So here is exactly what I did, my friends. I went all in on electric type. That is what I did. Now here I am able to take advantage of 2-star because of this. I still was not able to get the team to work properly for the way that I needed it to with these 2 stars. So I've tried multiple renditions. You can see other renditions here as well. I'm giving you a couple ideas on teams, tart to tan there, or some other things. My teams ultimately were not strong enough to do it. This team was the one that got me through Animatronic of Deceit. I'm very proud of this, and this is a lot of work for me, and we'll talk about some of these other pieces. So again, we go all in on electric. What we're doing here is our main 2 damage dealers are Twizzly. We also have Black Lemonade in here, and obviously Stormbringer now. Not necessarily, well, technically, if you got Stormbringer during the free period, and it's still a free period, technically can consider that free to play. And we have Linzer here as well. All these cookies are available to you in the mileage shop, so you can get them there if you need them. I am very fortunate with the cream puff cookie here. We got a great guild, so I really am thankful about having that all the time. Now, couple things about this. It is a very RNG piece, so I don't know exactly. I ran probably 100 times. I'm not kidding on this. I don't know how many exactly it's going to take. I will continue to run it so that you can see it get beat, and make sure we have that and let you know. A couple things on why I say that is this. If you see what my treasures are, so let's talk about these treasures now. I am heavy into crit. So I could not get there enough of the way on attack. So I said, okay, what are we going to use to beef up our damage even more? We're going to go into crit. So here we're heavily focused on 42% for electricity types, which is huge. We have an additional 15 for allies as well at the beginning, increases crit. So that's 55+% damage. Huge. So again, every other hit is essentially crit. Now, again, that's also why I say some of that RNG in there, because you might not hit that consistently that way. The higher your crit is, the better it's going to be. We're going to talk a little bit more about that in a second. I went decreases cooldown for all cookies by 21%, increases their attack. I need to lift their attack a little bit. I also am okay with the slight decrease on the timing because of Linzer. So we'll talk about that here in a second as well. Certainly, though, you could go this route here with Squishy Jelly Watch. And you could try a couple of other things. This is the rendition that did work for me. You really got to focus on crit. I can't say it enough. You don't want to get away from these. That's just what did it for me. So, and something different. It is different. Now, a couple things about this. Why does it matter in terms of the toppings and biscuits? So first and foremost, as we always say, Resident Radiant where it makes sense. We also have all the guides available to you here on the channel. Check those out, my friends. We give you a lot of options as well. We give you a main recommendation, and that includes biscuits. So a couple things here. We are heavily focused on crit. So when it comes to Stormbringer, we're on crit. Biscuit effect, we have 4 of them here. Generally, you're going to need 3 or 4 to make this one work, at least for me as that free-to-play player. I did spend a lot of crystals in order to move it into that 3 to 4 slot for most of these, and then I did also hyper focus on making some of these other adjustments. Here we got cooldown, here we got crit, here we got resist bypass, and more crit. So I'm okay with the crit and bypass. I'd probably get rid of HP, and I may even get rid of cooldown if there were 2 adjustments I were to make of this one. In terms of Black Lemonade, again, we are on crit. Here we're on bypass, more bypass. You absolutely want to be on bypass. And then we got more crit again. So to give you that idea, here are our main effects in terms of everything that you can see on this cookie. You can see how we're set up on the equip effect, and then the topping effect is going to be capped. We are on that crit as well, so you can see that. So that's a lot of crit, my friends. We're critting every time with this cookie. Don't forget it. Now, when we move down here, we're on crit as well. There's our equip effect. We're at 55. Topping effect, 45. So you can see that, plus the biscuit effect. So like I was saying, we got about 50% on the stack. So what that means is every time we're practically critting. So keep that in mind. Now, that is that one. When we go to Linzer here, Linzer, we're actually on Caramel. What that's going to do is increase attack speed. Why are we doing that? Well, Linzer's ability flips to getting the suspect stacks on a tack. What this is going to do is it's going to guarantee 7 stacks before you hit an attack. That is why we did that. Now, in the terms of the Biscuit effect, here we got damage resist, we got HP and damage resist. Linzer needs survivability, my friends. I cannot say that more. You need to be able to survive. Damage resist could be higher. I didn't get 4 on him. I do have 3. Those are a couple of key things. Linzer can die real easily. Then, so here's our equipped effect. Here's our topping effects. Attack speed. All right. Now we have Twizzly Gummy. Twizzly Gummy was a huge change that I made, at least to my team. On top of that, we do have the magic candy. I'll show that here in a second. Here we have, again, crit. Our equip effect, 53%. Topping effect, 45. Biscuit effect here. We did have 4. I had this on Tart Titan. I moved it over here to make it work. Cooldown, crit, damage resist, bypass. Again, get that stuff through, my friends. Now, ultimately, we're right about 100%, right? Close. There we go. 100%. Then here, last but not least, we're on crit. We have our equip effect, 50%. We're going to be critting on our heals, which is great. And our Biscuit effect right there. Debuff resist, damage resist, HP. I would move debuff, the damage resist if you can. Those kinds of things. So giving you some other ideas to think about. So pretty much 100% across the board. So that is my strategy through crit to deal more damage and get through. Originally, it was time, then it was damage, and then it was time and damage. And this was the team that made it work for me. So those are all the key pieces for this particular team in order to make it happen. My Twizzly Gummy right now is at 12. We can go up another one. We're absolutely going to do that because that little extra damage might make a huge difference for us. I promise. You don't need it to be at 13. You can do it with 12 if your stats are similar to mine. All in, we're 1.3 million damage, my friends. So now, we gave you the tactics. We gave you the team. We gave you the treasures. Toppings plus biscuits. Let's talk about a couple things here as we get into this. First and foremost, time is of the essence. The first wave, we want to try and get out of there by 146, 147. We will use one of these there just to get by. The next piece, you don't need to, but you can. You can get interrupted on sleep and other things that can come up. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to start to hit Animatronic of Deceit, and we're going to run into the Summon Paper Soldiers. Use it on the first one, skip on the second, use it on the third one. Ideally, what you're going to try and do is make sure and ensure Linzer's stacks are on Animatronic of Deceit. Sometimes the stacks will not go on it, so keep that in mind. It makes a huge, huge difference. The more stacks through the first half of the battle, it's going to speed up the battle. In the second half of the battle, the sooner you can get those stacks on, that's going to help you guarantee victory. You can get up to 2 chances to get stacks on Animatronic of Deceit. So if you can land it right when it gets over, that's huge. Otherwise, you need to land one as soon as possible to close it out. You might get close sometimes, or often, or not often. However, this is the one that's going to make it happen. That is the key to this battle. I will try and do it on auto for the most part, and at high speed for the most part. You can slow it down in order to get by this. I do want you to know that. It's very important. It's one of the very few battles that I went second by second in order to try and get by. So that, my friends, is my breakdown. The 4T is the additional tactics team spiel here for you to understand, just in case I don't quite get it as we go into our battle. Let's go for it here, my friends. Absolutely. So here's what we're going to do. Right away, we're going to wait till this stuff creeps in just a little bit. Right there. Boom. Done. 147. That's our first marker, first milestone that really matters here. Now, here's the second one. Right after Cream Puff goes off, those things come up and gone. We're going to wait for the second one. Now, watch where Linzer's going to hit. We got it on Linzer. We get enough damage in there. The second one, I'm actually going to trip up on purpose right at the 2 slot. I missed. Why do I do that? Sometimes that allows Linzer's ability to get through. That situation was very unlucky. We lost Linzer. If you lose Linzer or you lose Cream Puff, you are absolutely, positively not going to get through. Rinse and repeat. Here we go. All right. Zap. Smack. Here we are. Suspect in. Done. On again. Hit. Hard. There we go. And right about 3. The 2. There it is. Okay. Now we can slow it down. So after this one, we got to pay a lot of attention to what's going on. Not quite taken auto off yet. There's the suspect again. Why we're timing this one is that when we get down to the last conversion into phase 2, we can make sure that we have the suspect lined up properly. We'll keep it on there because we need it. Still not quite enough. There we go. We're on auto. Speed it up. There it is. All right, this can be our make or break run, my friends. We got 16 seconds left. We dropped our suspect, though. Is it going to be enough? We did it. Yes. Yes. Ah. That feels so good, my friends. So good. So, a couple things there. Let's pull this all back together and break down exactly, again, that process, that line, in order to get by Endless Strawberry Cake Tower, Tray 80, Level 80, Boss 80, Animatronic of Deceit. So, a couple of key things. With this particular team, drop the lovely Guardian Strike. Now also here, don't forget the sword deals reduced damage to the boss and can dispel the target's ongoing effects. So this is why it's really important on that skip one. So let's talk about that here in a second. So you get through the first one, you drop that, you get to 147, you get to the first clear, drop it, because you got to clear that group because your team's resetting. That's right, on their cooldown. In the second grouping, they can take it down. In the third grouping, what you're doing is you're dropping this to dispel anything to make sure that your suspect stays on. That's what you need to do. And in the back half of the battle, what we did is we managed it by slowing down the time and making sure that Linzer stacks were hitting when we still need them to hit, pulled them off when we get to that phase 2, and that's going to make the world of difference. If you can get to that phase 2 with about 30 seconds left, that's going to help close everything together. My friends, this has probably, for sure, been one of the hardest things that I put a ton of time in for this particular guide for you. So many of you have asked me about this one. I've been on it for you, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode. With that, thank you as always. I appreciate you tuning in. If you have a question, if you get a comment, let me know, because I'd love to hear from you as always. And feel free to join us in our amazing Discord server and community. We really do have a great crew. Lots of people helping in there. I get questions all the time. So many other people in there. Thank you to that, everyone. Seriously. Lots of people have got through this too. You can check out some great strategies from them. This is mine. This is my own brew in order to get by and get this done. With that, again, thank you for tuning in. As always, I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to grow this amazing community here. On top of that, thank you so much to all of our members. You can watch all the play of this in our memberships if you're interested in it. So feel free, they're available to you. On top of that, we got affiliate links that you can check out. And last but not least, my friends, don't forget our socials, @me, chat me, stay connected. We got a merch and swag store as well. All great ways to support. With that, we'll see you again soon. Whew. I need a breather, my friends. That was a ton of runs that you did not see unless you're checking out the membership stuff. With that, we'll see you again soon. Onwards and upwards in the cake tray, tower tray 80 is now complete. Keep on running, my friends. There is no more deceit.